Tumbleweeds. Can't live with them or without them. Just gotta love them. Well, we'll just keep walking. So, hey, talking about revenue. How can we say this? Release the uncommercial. Shall I explain? Okay, we'll walk and explain. Well, many of you need revenue, as do I. Many of you are full AdSense partners. Mine's in limbo, but we won't get into that. We'll get into you needing revenue. Go ahead, get the most disgusting fucking ad you can find for, you know, whatever's your pet peeve of the day. Be inspired, be outraged. A GMO ad for Monsanto, perhaps. Okay, and then say your piece, and go and advertise it. Yep, find the exact advertisement, the best paying one that you can possibly find that you want to counter, and put it right up beside your upload, your video, and there we go. Who are they gonna believe? Some smooth-talking, shifty-eyed, crazy bald head with a suit and a brown shirt. That would sell his own grandmother twice if he could find somebody stupid enough to buy her the second time. Or are you gonna believe the person talking, reminding us of what we already know? That's at complete odds to this multi-million-dollar brainwashing commercial that wants to sell, well, in Monsanto's case, soft-kill eugenics. And, you know, what do you think's more effective? I think it's only fitting in this day of information that you put up the yin and the yang. The tur and the counter. Call it primitive cave-dwelling thinking, but, you know, maybe that's where we've been going wrong. That and the fact that we're busy doing this, so we can't, you know, spend time feeding ourselves like good little slaves against these multi-billion and trillion-dollar taxpayer-built corporations. Just their story, and then they pay you your story. You see how that works? Because you get to select your ads. So, I mean, by all means, whether you put the ad at the start or the end of your video, I'll gladly make sure your AdSense plays through your advertisement. You know, I may click the sound off and go write a reply, or I might spend those couple of minutes posting out to YouTube posts and Google and Facebook if I liked your ad, you know, improvised network device. And I'll do all that, or maybe I'll look over the list and go select my next video whilst your ad's playing through, because you've gone and balanced it out with your unadvertising, your truth-filled facts, or your counter, or counter belief, or counter facts, or whatever is your style. And then you have the big multi-billion-dollar corporation paying you to balance out their story. Sounds natural to me. Who wouldn't want to sponsor two sides of the story? You know, it's kind of an obligation as a multi-billion-dollar corporation built on taxpayer funds and monopolies and concessions, that you have responsibility to, you know, empower your opponents equally. so that people can make better informed decisions in what they're going to buy and support with their dollar and put into their body and into the body of the earth. And then, you know, you've done your due diligence, you've helped everybody make informed decisions, so, you know, you die of cancer from eating GMOs in 15 years, a very horrible, painful, expensive death, long drawn out. You made your informed decision. So, you know, you're not going to be able to, if you hadn't already been sterilized by the GMOs or the nukes or whatever, you're not going to be able to sue Monsanto for the grandchildren you never had that could take care of you when you got old and ill at a ripe young age because you made an informed decision. You'll be able to sue them for the cancer, but you knowingly put that in you, so you know, you have to accept that responsibility that you knowingly made a decision. So everybody's served, and Google, you get your funds so we don't have to bankrupt you and have some banker buy up your server space and wipe all our data clean and use it. Well, I don't know, what would bankers use a whole lot of data space for, like the Utah Bluffdale server that the taxpayer made, and you know, there's dozens of those in the United States and literally hundreds all over the world. What if they were just surplus government property because they couldn't spy no more? Who would use those? Who would use our YouTube server that we built up with all our sweat and blood and taxpayer money? Well, bankers would, and they would serve you global currency, you know, through your RFID chip that's already embedded in your bank card, your charge cards, and later on for convenience, or to, you know, whatever, get medical benefits or food stamps, or to be able to go into Fly or whatever, you'll gladly be accepting an implant. Don't worry about it. But only if the system's already there, and just, here's the keys, Mr. Banker. We got rid of that nasty, evil Federal Reserve Bank. And now we're the Global Reserve Bank. Or the World Reserve Bank, whatever they end up calling it. All this free data, all this free server space. So you get the Hegelian dialectic. Well, public, we spent trillions on it. We can't do, what do you want us to do? Bulldoze it down? You can't speak on it anymore. You're not a corporation. You're irresponsible. You don't have a license to speak on the internet anymore. So we're not just going to let it go to rot. We might as well, you know, the bankers are offering us, you know, a mere fraction of what we paid, which, you know, is actually nothing to them because it just means they don't have to pay tax then. They'll use it. They've got this novel idea called the Worldo, or whatever the fuck they're going to call the world currency. Some cute little nickname. Well, there, you know the odds. So, how do you like them berries, huh? Unadvertised. Release! Well, let me try that again. Release the unadvertising! What say you? There we go. That's the majority. Catch you all later. Get rich and, well, prosper anyhow. Enough to make your ends meet and do those videos that you originally started to before you realize it's all a fixed fucking scam, and only those that are going to suck their cock and wear the brown shirts are going to get in. Well, we'll let in a few tokens just so we can say, that's not true. You're right, it's not true. Now all the dissenters are going to come in and unadvertise. So there's a balanced win-win situation for everyone. We'll call it making an informed decision on the Common Communication Co-op, which is now what all this internet is. Yes, that's right. It's been taken over. I told you guys, and what the fuck? You all made informed decisions. I didn't hear nobody say, no, wait, don't do it! We want to be corporate handled! Well, you're not. Too bad. Go fuck yourselves. And then when you're done that, go make an advertisement videos. Place a flower by a